Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of the Film Mandate where we'll be talking about, or we'll be actually doing the trailer reaction for the Avengers Doomsday trailer that released a couple of hours ago. And for most of you who are within our space and have been following the MCU keenly, we heard a couple of days ago prior, I mean, when the Avatar Fire and Ash was released, this trailer was said to have played in front of it. And obviously, the trailer leaked. So, as to the details of what this trailer is, we know that it stars Chris Evans as Steve Rogers. And even though I haven't watched this one, it looks like everything points to a confirmation of what was shown in the leak trailer. As a matter of fact, most of us who were not really privy to go to the cinemas to watch Avatar Fire and Ash and have the trailer played in front of it, we didn't know whether it is actually the real trailer that had been leaked or an AI version of it. So now we live in a time when it becomes quite difficult to authenticate the originality of a video if you haven't seen it yourself. But thankfully, Marvel has released it online, and I'm excited to share in this trailer reaction with you. Perhaps some of you have watched it already, but well, since I'm a little bit late to the game, but let's get into it and watch this trailer reaction and see what we'll have to talk about afterwards. So we'll delve into it right away, and there we go. Like that. Marvel is always right. Okay. Wow. So, yeah, yeah. So that's quite an interesting bit of a trailer, I must admit. And yeah, so yeah, it is interesting to see this trailer and the way and manner they approached it obviously is more or less like almost like a character reveal, and obviously this is a character trailer or if there's something like that, but obviously it is focusing on Chris Evans. So this actually is pointing out to the fact that all the rumors are true as to the strategy that they are approaching in terms of promoting Avengers Doomsday. And what I've heard or what has been circulating all over the internet, not it's nothing new, it's not a scoop, is the fact that the trailers that they'll be playing about four trailers in total over the span of 4 weekends or 4 weeks, where a trailer each will be revealed in front of Avatar Fire and Ash during this particular period, and it will focus on Steve Rogers as to whether obviously it's not a Captain America heavy laden trailer, even though we saw the costume. And then the second will be on Thor, and then the third finally will be on Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom. So it looks like this is a clear indication that that's the direction they are going. And then in the fourth week, we're going to have the complete first. potential. I don't know whether we would call it a teaser or the first official trailer of Avengers Doomsday. But regardless, in this trailer, it does speak a lot as to perhaps the aftermath when finally Steve Rogers had gone on to return all the gemstones, and then perhaps finally returning after the mission that he's been on. And just as obviously, if you have watched the Avengers, sorry, if you've watched Ant-Man, yeah, so Avengers Endgame, Ant-Man explains um, the the quantum science or physics behind the how time plays out in the quantum realm compared to what's it called, the present world. So meaning that if you enter into a point in the in time actually time dilation is different. So whereas you be spending, let's say, a minute or two in the real world or the current time stream, in that quantum realm, when you enter, 5 minutes in the real world could be 5 years in the real in the quantum realm. So that is quite interesting to see. So obviously, when we saw in Avengers Endgame, when Chris Evans' character returned as an old man, he had spent however so many years that is, but in the real world, it was quite just a small portion of time. So it is interesting to see how that will play out. But if you watch this entire trailer to the end, the text that they revealed, that's what's it called, Steve Rogers would return for in Avengers Doomsday, it sort of indicates, or perhaps this teaser is summarizing his journey between returning the stones and perhaps a little bit of him returning to Avengers Doomsday. But obviously, I'm sure Avengers Endgame, so we may not necessarily see him growing up as an old man in this film. But I like the teaser, even though, yes, perhaps it's a little divided because some were expecting to see something more, but I feel like it's perhaps the perfect introduction to what we are here to expect. If for most of us who were following this particular story as to who would appear in Avengers Doomsday, the Chair Watch gave us an overview as to all the characters that may be showing about. What we didn't know was whether Chris Evans will be returning or not. And for some reason, some people speculated that he's likely going to return, looking at how the landscape of Marvel was. And true to it, it looks like he was part of it. So what a better way to tease. And I think it would have also given us a different feeling if we perhaps never knew anything about it, or finally we watched the movie itself and realized that Steve Rogers is in this movie. But I think Marvel is not holding back. They are putting all their chips on deck to ensure that audiences would go all out to watch and support the actors and the characters they play that is so much like. So, and I think perhaps for a studio mandate, it may be the right thing to do, looking at the fact that obviously their previous movies haven't performed the best to the very best of their expectations or projections. So obviously they don't want to hold anything back. They're going all in and all out with regards to who maybe appear in this and how that plays out. But I think as a trailer, as a teaser, it works well. It looks like they're obviously showing the the life that Steve Rogers have always wanted, but because of his purpose, or the reason why he was created, he never had opportunity to have that last dance that we saw in Avengers Endgame. But this time around, this would be an opportunity to have a glimpse as to that time period that was lost, that we knew nothing about, except for the fact that that small um, scene that showed us him, that is Steve Rogers, dancing with Peggy Carter, gave us an idea that he went to spend his life with him, with her, sorry, with Peggy Carter. Now, obviously, looking at, I mean, I don't know whether it's on the screen here. So looking at the motorcycle, this brand, I don't know whether it's a brand that really existed in the past, but or this was actually created for the film, but I'm sure this would mean a lot, triumph, perhaps a triumph of him finally getting the life that he wants. But would that actually translate into him having victory over Doomsday? Well, that is something we are yet to see when this entire film premieres. But Pekata has not been shown here, but obviously for him having a son and being so excited as to having a son, it looks like, or a daughter. I don't know whether it's a son or a daughter, but the child. It is everything that perhaps he wanted, to be a father, to be a husband, and finally he has it. So it'll be quite interesting to see how everything plays out. But it's just a little teaser. I don't know what may happen, but obviously there's something very interesting also about the end graphics. Aside the countdown timer, when you take a look at this looks like one of the windows, or the window in is it Avengers? Sorry, in Loki, and even the green field, it sounds, or it looks like it, or maybe in the Loki series, or maybe something that I may not be aware. But this green tint obviously indicates it's a Doomsday movie. But the sound of it, let me see if I can get. Yeah, so I don't know. It could be just a green tint to indicate that it's a Doomsday film, or it could also point to perhaps the place, that space that Loki as a character occupies at the moment. So it is quite interesting to see. I I for one, I think I'm excited as to perhaps the possibility of Marvel finding um, their grounds back again. And it's something I'm looking forward to. And I'm hoping that this will be as successful as they wanted it to be. Let me know what you think about this Avengers Doomsday trailer, and potentially what is going to happen next in the next one. I think obviously it looks like the next one would be that of Thor, and there are rumors that it's already leaked out. So I don't know, if you don't want to spoil your taste with a leaked footage, maybe you should stay clear of it. But if you are that curious and you don't mind watching the leaked footage and then waiting for the trailer dropping, well, you can do so. But let me know what you think with regards to this particular teaser that and Marvel has released online. Do you think they releasing it in the cinemas is the right way, since whenever they release in the cinema, it leaks online? Or you think it's a right strategy to embark on? But above all, let me know what you think about this. And obviously, we'll be looking forward to seeing what they have in store for us in the next teaser, come perhaps next weekend or something, or this coming weekend. Whatever your thoughts may be, kindly leave it in the comment section below. My name is Papa O2, and this has been the Film Mandate. I will see you soon with another trailer reaction when one drops. Stay tuned.